Hey podcasters, I'm just about to sit down with Sam Thomas. He's the MD of the Sussex Business Times. He hosts business and entrepreneurship events on Premier League football pitches, and he was recently featured on Channel 4. He's a serious charity fundraiser. He's got his own crowdfunding platform launching soon. He's also a marathon runner, a family man, and he's a great guest to have on the show. The big question is this: how did I buy over 200 properties and build a multi-million-pound property business, then lose my wife, lose my children, lose my home, lose my businesses, and lose my liberty, when I was sentenced to nearly 5 years in prison for a crime committed by a lifelong friend, then leave prison with no home, no income, in £175,000 of debt, and then find the courage to start over and build a successful business, now doing $500,000 in revenue in the last 12 months. Now, this podcast will give you those exact tactics, those exact strategies, and the answers.
Well, the magazine, we've got something obviously quite exciting. We're launching, we're actually imminently really launching county business clubs, which is one of the main reasons I got involved in SBT in the first place. We've been running the magazine for a couple of years, but almost where we've created an online platform, a membership club basically for people to join, monthly subscription, but it's got almost every aspect of to help businesses really. So there's a crowdfunding platform on there. Brilliant. There's an e-commerce site, there's a marketplace, and everything will be linked with the magazine. Obviously the magazine will create the news and so PR and content that will drive onto the online platform. So it's just almost like a one-stop shop. So we'll be hosting events as well and stuff like that. So
all around business,
all around business, yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah. So just trying to encourage really that. I think Brighton in general, but the Sussex business community is amazing, and I think once you integrate, I've been very fortunate, I think, with SBT and obviously with Fernballs as I run, to integrate into that business community.
Yeah, because one is the networking thing.
Yeah.
So tell me how that started.
Yeah, so my business partner, former business partner I should say, he was a solicitor, started Fernballs on the back of wanting to just network with other business professionals but do it in a bit of a fun way. So launched a few leagues he had one in Eastbourne and in Brighton, but just really as a bit of a part-time hobby thing for him. Like he was a
local football league.
Yeah. Just for exclusively for businesses. That was the idea behind it.
Like the Sunday league thing.
Yeah, it's more like a five-a-side in the week, so companies could finish work and then come and play five-a-side. And then he'd done it for I think he was running it for a couple of years, like just through the summer really.
Yeah,
just like I said, as a bit of he was a full-time solicitor, so there was something on like.
That's different as well for a lawyer. They're normally exactly. Strict lawyer.
Yeah, very much so.
Analytical, and that's it.
Me and him met through networking. I was running a hair salon at the time. Obviously, not that you believe that now, of course, but and he approached me and said, "Look, do you want to come on board? I think it's got potential." And that was 6.5 years ago.
Wow, look at that.
So we've grown to over 20 odd venues across the country: Manchester, London, and Surrey, Kent, and mainly still Sussex is still where we're based, but branched out, and we've obviously launched pool leagues now and golf leagues and stuff as well.
It's definitely trucking on in the right direction then, isn't it?
Brilliant. I love it really, and I bought him out last year. Which was great for me. I've been running the business for 6 years. He was then, as soon as I come on board really, he obviously took a bit of full-time solicitor, runs his own law firm as well now, so it was it was always a bit of a backseat thing for him. Managed to get that, and it's been great. And obviously it ties in nicely with the magazine, like the whole networking thing. I just go out with a couple of hats on, and I've got this has been great. It's got such a great name, SBT.
Sussex Business Times.
Certainly, it's opened a lot of doors for me, and I love it. It's been good.
Right, that's ideal. And the venue's up north as well. You said Manchester.
Yeah, so we've got Fernballs. Yeah, we've got a Fernballs Manchester League. We've got our biggest leagues in London. We've got one at Shoreditch, which is 14 massive companies, like huge law firms involved, like Hogan Lovells, Bird and Bird, Alan Overy, and type of companies. So, which is great for obviously for us, and we obviously do. Albion and Community on the front cover there.
Definitely. I see that straight away.
We do. So I've done a tournament at the Amex for the last 4 years where we raised about 44,000 for Albion and Community.
Wow, that's huge.
Which is great. It's a great opportunity. People play on a Premier League pitch, and we've just launched this year
on the Premier League pitch as well.
We play on at the Amex. So you play at the Amex. We split the pitch into 20 companies usually, so 4 groups of 5. It's brilliant. It's such good fun, and then it's up for me. It's probably the highlight of the Fernballs year. Like, I love it. It's just such a good fun day. Everyone loves it. But we've also just taken on Selhurst Park as well this year. So
when you say Manchester and everything else, it's at the football grounds.
Yeah. So Manchester's not. Manchester is just like all the leagues really generally are run just at like schools or colleges or power league pitches or stuff like that.
Okay.
But, we do so. Once a year we hired a pitch at the Amex to do that, and then we've just branched out to do, like I say, we've just taken on Selhurst Park this year for our London-based teams, and we've had such a great response to that one.
Yeah, Selhurst Park, and that was the old Crystal Palace one?
Crystal Palace ground, yeah.
When I grew up in London years ago, I was in London till I was about 11, then I moved to the South East. Crystal Palace, when it was Stevie Coppell and his Red Blue Army, that was my local team, because I lived in Crystal Palace.
Yeah, wow.
That part of London, so I had to support Palace, which I wanted to.
Are you a Palace fan?
Yeah, well, I'd say up until I was about, it's not good to change.
Of course.
But we lived in London till I was about 11, then moved to the South East. And so Crystal Palace was all the way. Stevie Coppell back then, his Red Blue Army. We used to sing.
Ian Wright days.
Definitely. All of those, Mark Wright, Ian Wright. And then when I got to about, secondary school, when I moved to Sussex, everyone was supporting Manchester United. Even though they're not from there, they're from obviously the South East. But then in the end, I had to sort of convert. So I had to stay with a London team. It's been Chelsea. So Chelsea all the way. Used to go to home games, some European games.
Nice.
Obviously, Louis, you come as well, don't you? He's a Chelsea fan, and my daughter goes to Chelsea with her granddad and stuff like that. So the whole family, it become Chelsea. But still watch Palace.
I'm a Spurs fan. You beat us at the weekend. We never do well against you boys, really.
No, lots of drama there all the time. Whenever they play, it's always a big rivalry, isn't it?
Yeah. No, very much so.
Oh, there you go. So if anybody else, you're still looking for people to obviously come to the Fernballs part and
of course. Fernballs, we launched pool leagues this year. Which has been great. I've teamed up with Brian Quinn, who's commercial manager at Metro Bank. He'd done something for charity last year on a pool basis. It's just been the format of it's great. It's once a month. You turn up, play pool, a couple of beers.
So nice and relaxed.
Great way of networking. There's probably more networking done at the pool than there is in the 20 football leagues. As you can imagine, football is. We do the drinks nights afterwards, and we encourage that. But it's on the pitch, it's five-a-side football. People cross the white line. They're competitive. They want to play, which is great. But the pool is completely different. It's just it's once a month. Like I say, 6 o'clock. We've got 36 companies in Brighton. Once a month, they sort of. We're doing it twice a month now. So we do it 24 on the second Thursday, and then this Thursday coming, we've got another 12 started, and then we potentially move into a fourth league as well. So it's just been it's been it's such a popular thing, and it's such good fun. And people you get people rock up, think they're Tom Cruise out of Colour of Money with their own pool cue, and then you got some people like me don't know what end of the pool cue to hold, and it's just a real balance, but it's just more about fun, a couple of beers and networking.
Yeah, and I can imagine when you go to the formal networking events, that scares a lot of people away of going there and not knowing anyone and just standing up to talk. It's a bit intimidating. It can be. But obviously the way that you guys do it with the football and then the pool, you're just playing a game.
And you're standing around with there's five-a-side in the pool as well, so that there's 5 people from the company. Other people come down to watch as well, but you've got a group of people. There's between 10 and 15 people around a pool table, and only 2 people are playing, so the rest of the time you're sitting there having a drink and chatting.
That's ideal.
And what a great way to net, because it's a bit of fun, everyone's having a bit of a laugh, so it's I mean there's so there's so many networking events, and there's so many different ones, and I think for me networking's all about building relationships.
Yeah.
If you're in a more relaxed environment, it's easier to do that.
Oh, definitely, yeah. When all the intimidation's gone,
yeah,
and
of course.
scared to even get there in the first place. Lots of people.
There's a lot of a lot of them. You sort of get up and it's almost a forced like network where you go, I've got to recommend you.
Oh, like the BNI. Yeah.
I've been invited a few, and don't get me wrong, for some people I think BNI works really well.
Yeah.
Some companies I speak to, and I network a lot, so I speak to a lot, but they generally, some people it works for, but I've been a few, and it's just not for me. It doesn't work for me. I think that once a week getting up and you stand up and you sell it to the same group
that's the
of people,
thing.
I don't know, didn't quite fit in with, but like I say, for me, how it works, I think building relationships over a long period of time, sitting there having a beer with someone and having a little bit.
Definitely, that really works. It really does.
For me, certainly better.
Yeah, that's ideal. Yeah. So, if anybody wants to actually come and join this firm balls, the pool, the football, all the leagues open.
Kind of thing. They
can choose the one they want.
Yeah, they're all mixed. So we're absolutely. We're still taking people on certainly for the pool. It's like I said, the pool's more a monthly event. The football weekly. Yeah. Obviously, we launched golf a couple of years ago, just for the summer. Purely because my twins are they'll be 5 in May, so it's hard for me to get out and play golf. I love it. Yeah. So I was like, I could come up with when I do golf leagues, and then I can just say to the missus, I'm working tonight, I've got to go and do that golf league again. Bloody hell. So, so every other week, so that runs from May till September. Just do 10 rounds of over the course of the summer. But it's again a great format because we do it as like a football league. So you play against another company. So you sign up as a company, and you have you basically anyone from that company can play. So. And
they can just swap the people around.
Exactly. There's only one representative that's got to turn up. So they turn up, and then you play against someone different on your Stapleford points. So whether you're not a great golfer or you're a really good golfer, it's all done on your Stapleford points. And then whoever wins over there, and it's only 9 holes. You turn up at 4:30, tee off at 5 o'clock. You finish by 7. We're in the clubhouse. We have a couple of beers again. Prize giving and stuff like that, and it's just it's a really relaxed, fun way to do it. And again, the amount of business that was done. I mean, we had 16 companies in the league last year. Great, like people, like I say, network. And you've got 2 hours walking around with someone where you're building relationships.
Definitely, that's the main thing.
And it's and part of the firm ball's 100% guarantee. I always guarantee the weather, so you can't. It's always sunny, mate. Always.
I've said it. Been lucky,
But it's good. It's good fun. So that side of it's really good. But again, we're launching them. This is coming up again in May. There's loads of opportunities to get involved through using the power of sport to build your relationships.
Get healthy at the same time, burn some
absolutely.
calories,
absolutely.
Network, build your company.
Mate, absolutely.
So there's football, there's golf. There's pool at the moment, and if anybody wants to join, listen to this now. Where do they need to go?
So just go to the Firm Balls website. All the details on there. Just put in your location where you're based. So whether it be Eastbourne, Crawley, anywhere across Sussex, just put in your location, and then the nearest league will come up, and then send me your details, and we'll get you involved. No problem.
So is it like an application thing?
Yeah, it's just a registration form that you can just put out. There's an inquiry form, so if you just want to find out a bit more information about that particular league, we're getting a notification and send you some more details. Most of the information's on the website, but people want to ask, who's involved and stuff like that. So, and you can check the league tables, and you can see the companies, the type of companies that are there. So, there's so many ways to get involved. And like I say, the stuff for charity that we do certainly with a play on the pitch, it's a great opportunity to play on a Premier League pitch.
I know, that's unbelievable. People love it. It's like a dream. Yeah,
exactly. You do. We make it a bit of a family day, and people come down with their kids, and they're watching in the stands, and you walk out through the tunnel, and you get in the players' changing rooms, and it's just
fantastic.
Especially Brighton fans, if you're obviously the one at Palace as well, but if you
so that'll be Crystal Palace as well.
We've got Crystal Palace as well, so the Sellers Park one. So it's going to be quite an exciting week actually. So the Bank Holiday Monday is the one at the Amex. We're doing Bank Holiday Monday evening, and then the Thursday of that week is at Sellers Park. So
is the first one the May one?
May 25th and then May 28th. So both in the same week. So it's going to be a busy but great week, I'm sure. So I'll get to hopefully my knee will hold out. I might have a little run out as well. You know.
Wow, that's ideal. I mean, some people, they've got to be a steward of the football to even get on the pitch and just be that close to the players and stuff. Well, it takes years to get in there as well. It.
And I remember a couple of years back, I was watching Brighton Man U. I was up at Amex. I was watching Brighton Man U on the Friday, and we had our tournament the following week. So you're watching Pogba and people were out running around the pitch, and then next thing you know, I'm out there having a little run out, and it was it's great. And you know, the people that get involved, everyone loves it. You squads of 10, 7 aside. You just come down, and it's a good bit of banter, and
definitely. You're allowed to bring your camera, like the family and
the
kids can film the dad on the pitch. And
well, we generally film, so you can look on our website. You'll see like a couple of our the videos that we get taken, so that they're great. You can have a look. But people can. I mean, one year we've done it because traditionally we've done it on a Saturday, which was always a good day. But we're a little bit limited on the time slots that we're given.
Okay.
What
around the training for the club?
Just because they obviously shut the pitch, and then there's a commercial element to it where the commercial team obviously sells so many pitch slots to for us to be able to get on there. So, when we done it on a Saturday, it was great. You'd have a little gap in between, and kids would come on the pitch as well. We'd have a bit of a run out, and we had gully down and people taking pictures and with their cameras. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I mean, everybody listening, it's easy for you guys to join. What is the website so they can find out more?
Just www.fernballs.com.
Fernballs.com, brilliant.
Yeah, easy one to remember that.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So everything's on there, and then they can find out more about it. There's a magazine.
Yeah, so the magazine obviously is completely separate. Yeah. We've got if you go to the businessgroup.co.uk, that's our online version of Sussex Business Times. It gets sent out digitally, and obviously we still go in print, which gets distributed across the county. So, but again, like I say, it's a great thing. I love the business community. It's brilliant.
Oh, definitely.
It's been lovely to have the last couple of years. I've had a platform that I've got to find out about some businesses that I never knew anything about, and people telling me about stuff, and I've got something to be able to promote it and tell a story. Ideal. Really,
because this is it's like the platform, or like hosting the party. When you have this, business people just come, and all the opportunities that come from it. I mean,
it's a great PR thing. I think there's I'm very keen on promoting really interesting, relevant content. We've got a huge readership that we've created over a long period of time, obviously, and for me, it's just nice to have a platform where I can say to people, come in, but for a company to say, look, write some interesting content. Yeah. People relate to you as an expert there, and they want to come, and that's how people then generate a lot of leads and more income because you're providing something that the readership people want to find out about. I mean, adverts work really well. I've seen some really nice graphics and stuff that go in there. But for me, I always try and say to people, whenever I sit with someone, I say, "What is it you want to get out of it? What are you trying to do?" And they tell me the story about their business, where they come from, blah blah blah. I mean, it's a great bit. We do a Made in Sussex section that's at the back, which is basically a Sussex success story and stuff like that. And it was a great one in that last issue before Christmas.
So is it monthly?
Yeah, it's a monthly thing. We've done it. We've held off a little bit this year, just purely on the basis that we've got the county business clubs that we're launching, which was, like I say, for me, one of the main reasons I got involved in SBT. Yeah. Because we want to try and create this community hub, really, like an online community platform where people can become members. They can talk to each other online. There's an open forum where people can comment on stuff. There's, like I say, there's a crowdfunding platform.
The money that they can raise for launching a business?
Yeah, absolutely.
They have to be in the community?
Yeah. So you to join on, so to become a member is $14.99 a month, so that's very minimal. And to become a member, and the access that we can allow people to get on, and like I say, can crowdfund. There's going to be a marketplace, an e-commerce site, so people can sell their goods. They can put offers on there. Yeah. Part of being a member, you'll get various discounts and stuff across the county with all local business and stuff. So it's just trying to bring the business community even closer together. And like I say, hopefully we've got some events as well that'll be coming up as well. So we've sort of the the next issue is going to tell everyone all about it, and we're going to get the message out there what's going on with it. And we've had some really interesting conversations. We've got some lately with some value added partners coming on board already, and looking to get involved. So I think it's a really exciting concept, and
it sounds it.
Say, for me it was what sort of initially with my business partner Lee, who obviously owns just Sussex Business Time before. That's what he approached me with initially, and I was like, look, I love it. And it's been a growing process over the last couple of years. So
it's definitely driving forward, and you're on 435 issues.
It's been going for a long time.
Quite a few years.
So it's like I say, it's still, and this. People said with the whole print thing, but it's still nice to have a tangible product.
Oh, definitely,
It gets
for the loyal customer base, they want
of course
something to hold on to and read. Definitely.
And the guys at LNS they print in. It's always I still love the magazine, and it's one of them things as well. Like each month you get to the end and it's finished. Finished article, it's done, and it's great when it's sent off to print. It's sent out digitally, and then
you can relax a bit.
Them. Yeah, it's a nice feeling. So, I've been quite proud of, especially like obviously the Christmas charity issues. I've done it the first year I took over. Actually, was my first issue was December, and can be quite a tricky month, as you can imagine, because you're a little bit like everyone's budgets are done for the year, and so I sort of flipped it on its head, and for the last 3 years I've done a Christmas charity edition where I do massively reduce. We don't charge. We take a chosen charity.
Yeah. And who chooses the charity?
So I do generally. I look at. I mean, the first year was Rocking Horse's 50-year anniversary.
Okay. And do they apply to be considered kind of thing?
No, I basically, because throughout the year we work with a lot of charities. They send in press room. We don't charge charities anything to go in a magazine. So we just look at the different stories and what people have done and stuff like that, and then try and then we just choose that particular charity to be the chosen one. But at the same time, we still say, although Albion and Community this year were the chosen charity, we still promoted Rocking Horse, we still promote Chestnut Tree House in there, St Wilfrid's Hospice. So we just basically give it like the whole magazine out to the charities to let them shout about what they do, and then what we do just to try and cover some form of cost. We don't charge anything for that. We just charge some of the companies that have supported them. We give them massively reduced rates just to say that look, we support the local community, this is what we do for charity, and it gives them a bit of exposure in a nice way, and it's a nice issue to be part of, I think.
Definitely.
I really love it. I mean, and the Rocking Horse one, the first one we did was their 50-year anniversary, so we've done the big 50 on the front, and it was great. I mean, that's a charity quite close to my heart, Rocking Horse. My son was in a Trevor Mann baby unit when he was born, so they pretty much saved his life, really.
Oh, really?
So I'll be indebted to them forever, I think.
It's giving me goosebumps thinking about that now. Just going through something like that. I went for a challenge with my son, and I want to give back in some way to the hospital. He's he's here behind the camera. Whoever's watching now, you can't see him, but he's a professional BMXer.
Oh wow!
So that's his bike outside that you saw as you came in. He just got a brand new frame yesterday.
Oh, amazing!
So he's sponsored by this American team, and he went to a track not long ago in Cambridge, and then he normally rides like street. So he's really good on the street, and doing all the tricks and stuff, and jumping off roofs and cars and all those things. And then he went to some crazy track which is dirt. So he's a street rider. He went to a dirt track. So he just got there, and all of his friends have built him up because he's like the professional one, and he's sponsored. Like, you can do it, and he jumped these jumps which were concrete. If you imagine, it's a flat. It's called dirt, but it was concrete. It was flat, and the lip. It was so high. It was bigger. It was bigger than this room. The takeoff, and then there's just the landing is still flat on the ground, and then you've got a concrete like a tombstone as the landing. Obviously, he decided to jump it, to ride it as soon as he got there. He came off his bike. He went into a coma. So I moved to Cambridge Hospital for nearly 5 weeks, I think it was. He was in a coma in Cambridge Hospital, had to go in their therapeutic unit for rehabilitation at Addenbrooks. So it gave me goosebumps as soon as you said that about going through something with one of the children. I mean, it was so shocking.
He's okay now?
Yeah, he's okay now, just about. And it just reminded me what you just said about that charity being close to your heart, things like that, just giving back.
I think as a father, you do. There's it's because we had twins, so you know, it all happened at birth. So my daughter come out first, and she was fine. And you sort of, you know, remember holding her, and you go from, you know, what it's like the elation, and you're so excited, it's magical. And then literally from that second to Luca, my son, was coming out, and we had to go and have an emergency cesarean. They pulled him out, and he was in terrible state. Like, he was limp and floppy.
Yeah.
He was like, it was lucky that we was at the Brighton Hospital.
Okay,
obviously they've got a Trevor Mann unit there, and rushed him straight up. So he was on a cooling mat treatment because his brain had swelled. Because basically the cord had got wrapped around his neck, so it was he'd starved of oxygen. But I remember at the time I went from like probably the happiest I'd ever been, the most excited, to the most scared within the space of about half hour. And I was like,
that's unbelievable.
And it was pretty bizarre, really. But I remember at the time them saying to me, like, there was difference between cerebral palsy, there's talking brain damage and all sorts. And luckily he, touch wood, thank God, he come out of it, and he was absolutely fine. He recovered. And he was it was strange. You go back there like it was yesterday. You know,
definitely, And it's where the passion and the drive and all of this and the charity things, where it comes from.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I say, Rocking, I've just run the Brighton Half Marathon on Sunday for Rocking Horse, and I'm doing a marathon in April for them and stuff. So I whatever I can do to raise money for them and give a little bit back, because it's like I say, they saved his life.
I know, definitely, that's the thing. Yeah. So the marathon here in Brighton,
last
weekend.
I'd done the half. It was the half on Sunday, which was, in the weather conditions, was challenging. But yeah, a great experience. I loved it. I'd done the half, and I've managed to sign up for the marathon in April as well, the Brighton one here.
Is that the full one?
Yeah, the full one.
So the half now.
Yeah,
and the big one in April.
Yeah, big one in April. So
you've been training. Are you ready for the big one?
I think so. I've done. I'm going back a few, but 11 years ago I'd done New York, and 12 years ago I'd done the London. So I've run a marathon before.
Brilliant.
But I hadn't done anything for the last 10, 11 years other than eat, really. So I'd put on a few pounds, and obviously having kids, you tend to not get out and exercise as much. But yeah, I got back into it in October, started running again, and love it. Like, you know, it's certainly, I've got the bug back, and I sort of got up to half in Christmas. I sort of done a half marathon and thought, well, I could probably do the marathon because I'm on schedule, really. So I've just kept the training up, and hopefully I'm a bit older now, so as long as I keep injury free, I should be able to get round, I'm sure.
Brilliant. So if you going from a half marathon to the full marathon, what extra training do you need to do?
It's just your miles, really. It's just about a matter of getting out, and like, so I've done the half on Sunday, but I'll do like a 15-mile run this Saturday, and then
so just build it up.
Just keep building up. So I've done a 15-miler about 3 weeks ago. So before the marathon, I'll probably get up. When I've done the ones before, I'll probably get up to about 21, 22 miles in my training, and then hopefully the crowd carry around an extra 4 miles. So it's which would be good, but. Hopefully the weather won't be quite as bad as it was Sunday.
Actually, I did see it because we was here. We had to move all the cars because the seafront was closed, Madeira Drive, from like 2 a.m. And everything. And we looked out the window in the morning and thought, oh my God, one way you're okay, but the other way, because we jog along the seafront in the morning sometimes from the gym, and I thought, oh my God, whoever's going that way, it's going to be so bad.
It was brutal. You run out to Ovendale and then running back.
Oh, so straight into it?
Yes, because it was actually running out that way. So it was okay running out to Ovendale. That wind was behind. It was coming back this way. Yeah, and the worst bit, you got to Brighton Pier. Then from Brighton Pier up to Hove Lagoon was it was a killer.
Wow.
And that sort of, but then the lovely bit, as you turn at Hove Lagoon, the last 3 miles with the wind. And I actually felt quite strong at that point, and the wind was behind you. It was like, I felt like Forrest Gump. I was going.
Could have gone further,
But it was good. So that I'm glad the wind was behind on them last few miles.
Definitely carry on fumes.
So it was good. But hopefully, I'm sure April won't probably quite be as bad. But it was good. It was good to do it.
So do you have a time? Not that it's about a time.
I'd like to. When I've done them before, I've done the marathon I've done London in 3:41, and New York in 3:36. I was aiming to both get under 3.5, but I'm 4 stone heavier and 11 years older, so I think I'd be happy with under 4 if I could. I think, which is probably achievable. I've done just over 2 for the half, but I felt quite strong, and I had a bit of a calf injury the week before, and the physio sort of helped me and strapped it up, and it got through. So I didn't want to push it too much, knowing I was going to do them. So yeah, I probably could have got under 2, and then I think, I'm going to be there or thereabouts, hopefully. But like I say, at this age, I'll be just happy to get round.
Just to get round and
tick another box.
Definitely. Do you just wear your own clothes, or do you wear, like some people wear these things when they're doing it for sponsored, or?
Just generally. I had a rocking horse vest on because I was running for them. But generally just my normal running gear, and
You got a lot of sponsors to raise money and awareness.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I'd done so. A good friend of mine works for HSBC, and he was part of I called it the Team Luca, because we was raising it for my son, there's a few of us got together, and because he's for HSBC, they match fund. So
anything you raise?
We raise. So we're at a minute we're at, I think we're at 1,100. So it'll be
fantastic.
Over 2. Hopefully just keep raising a bit more, which is it's amazing when I've done 50 holes of golf in a day for their 50-year anniversary, and he was part of that, and again helped me match funds, so we raised £3,000 then, and it's amazing that banks and people like that are able to do that. A lot of companies do. So
definitely, that's brilliant. It really is.
Which is it all helps out, doesn't it?
Hey guys, let me step in real quick. Now, this isn't some shitty advert where I'm trying to sell you some crap, because I don't need to sell you anything, and I have nothing for sale here, because I earn my income from actually doing business, doing deals, structuring deals, and executing on exactly what I share with you guys in these episodes, okay? So there's no sales tricks, no sales funnels to get you to opt into here. I'm literally here to offer you guys something that I know is of value to my listeners, because you guys told me, and I appreciate that. So I'm putting you on the show, or I'm going to shout you or your business out. Cool? Now, to get put on the show, first of all, you must be subscribed to this podcast. Second of all, you must have left a 5-star review. Now, the third thing you need to do is screen print that review and email it to my team. Now that's team Ryan at theybuyanyhome.com, and you'll hear from us. Does that sound like a good deal? Yeah, talking about money again, just going back to what you said earlier about this, the crowdfunding side. Is that for people to apply, for them to launch a business? Is it all business related? They get money from
absolutely.
all the members back into their company?
So we help them with the crowdfunding platform that will be launching as part of the county business club. So people can come on board, and they can put the thing out there and exactly that. So the business community can help and help them raise money for new startups generally, but for other businesses as well that are looking to
maybe to expand, take on more staff.
Exactly that. Even like I'm up with, like I say, with 2 hats on. From Fernballs, we've gone from a stage where we've grown over the years, and now at a stage where I'm really looking to take it to the next level. And so I'm even looking at it. So certainly something to get.
Pull in money from the community again.
Put Fernballs on the crowdfanding platform to get. So who knows? We'll see what happens. There's loads of opportunities with it, I think. And I'm like I say, the county business club side of it is. I think there's going to be. I think it's going to be really exciting. And
it sounds like it really does.
And like I say, the next issue of SBT will be out next week. So
and where can people get it from?
So it's online, but it's distributed all across Sussex. So to you accountants, solicitors, firms and stuff like that. But we in Waitrose, David Lloyd's, all the hotels all around Sussex, so up and down the seafront. So you're generally be able to get a copy in most places. But
that's all across the south.
All across the south east. All across Sussex. So we go right out as far as sort of Chichester distribution wise, and I mean obviously the hub of it really. It's hard to, if you're allowed to say Brighton being the capital city of Sussex. I don't know if I'll get away with that, but I'd say so. It is.
And the most affluent.
Of course.
Got the Royal Pavilion.
Exactly. We've got it all.
2 piers. We did have 2 piers.
But I think so. For Brighton is we're very strong in Brighton. Obviously, our distribution is very heavy here, but and it does filter out. Obviously, Crawley and Worthing, Eastbourne, that sort of triangle there is purely on the basis of that's where most of the business are, and obviously from my point of view, both my networks through SBT and Fernballs, a lot of my network's quite strong that way, so helps to get people involved in that sort of sense. So it does, it gets distributed like I say, you can always find it online as well,
and they can subscribe if they want to online.
Of course, absolutely, just go to the website, you can subscribe, you'll get you'll go on the distribution list and you get it sent to you digitally as well.
We'll put all the resources up on this as well,
amazing.
So wherever it gets promoted, we'll put the resources up, everyone can click the links and download, and things will pop up on the screen and say where to get it from.
Perfect.
No, that's
good.
It does, it's ideal, it really is. Good. So, I want to know more about your cooking passion. I heard you've got a cooking passion and some cooking channel or something.
Yeah, I have. It's strange. So I turned 40 last year.
Okay. Good.
And I'm Greek Cypriot. I've always cooked. I love cooking. My mum taught me to cook. My my nan in Greek, she taught me to cook growing up, and my uncle. I sort of you get to I got to nearly 40 and I thought to myself, what have I achieved, what have I done, and all these things, and my real passion, I love cooking, I've always loved it, and I was like, so I set myself some challenges at 40, and I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and one of them was I made a promise to my mum I'd bring out our family cookbook.
Oh yeah.
So with the kids being so young, I started cooking with them, and that's what sort of ignited it really. I started cooking with them, and I'm ringing my mum going, Mum,
how'd you do this?
What's in that recipe? What'd you do with that? And she's telling me, and she's going, oh, we need to do something, and we've talked about it for years, but then I said, right, well, let's just do it and we'll make it happen. And I was like, right, so we ended up we started just coming up with a couple of names and stuff that we could do it, and all of a sudden we've gone from just having a bit of fun with it to me and my uncle ended up getting on a Channel 4 show last year called Cooking Up a Fortune. So it was a brand new show. It was done by the guys that done Come Dine With Me. It was brilliant. We was on the first two episodes, and it was basically set in London in in a food arena. So it's 3 companies, and you've done it in pairs. It was 3 companies, and you basically had £100 budget, and you had to buy all your ingredients, and then you cooked for 50 diners, and they come into the food arena, you give them a little taster, and then they decide where they went and spend their money, and whoever made the most profit won. So it was such a brilliant experience. I loved it, and me and my uncle, he's similar to me, shorter if you could believe it, but he's shorter than me, but bald, and both of us we've got a great relationship. We have a good bit of banter, and we ended up day one, we do one dish on day one, and we ended up.
What did you do?
We done our vegetable moussaka.
Oh, I was going to say, what's your moussaka like?
Mate, it's the best. Trust me. Check out the website. You'll get the recipe.
But I love Greek food. I really do.
It was brilliant. We sold out completely, and I had about 4 or 5 people in the queue, and we had to turn them away. And they ended up obviously going to the other queue, so we lost that day one by £18, which would have been them dishes had we had them. Anyway. And then day 2 you do the same dish again, and then you do another dish. So we done our lamb cleftico, and with a fasolaki yakini, which is like beans and potatoes.
Brilliant.
And it was, again, went really well, and I think in day 2 overall we lost by £23. So on profit.
And you run out of.
And we run out. So
we only lost on a technicality, really.
I believe so. But we're Greek. We're going to give big portions. That's what we do. So
definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just, and that really spurred me. So we launched a website, we launched a YouTube channel, and me and my uncle have done a couple of days filming since, and my mum as well has got involved, and it's just been.
So when you're cooking up recipes at home and then filming it,
we film it. So we had similar sort of setup. Here was, we've got my uncle's kitchen, and we just, we've had we've done a few days. I think we brought out about 15, 16 different recipe videos at the minute. We're just getting ready for the next shoot, really, to get to do some more. And just seeing where it goes. One of them that you sort of you set out to do something and think, I'll just do it as a bit of fun, and all of a sudden it's turned into a business venture with a passion.
It gets the momentum and people behind it.
I love it, and I'm like, because of how my brain works, I've gone a million miles of it. So I'm like, oh, we can do this, and I've got a product range already in Waitrose.
And the restaurants opening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you go, but yeah, my wife has to rein me in sometimes, one step at a time. So yeah, end up spinning a few plates, and but it's all good fun.
Definitely,
got to give these things a go, and you
definitely. And the kids love it, the family love it, the cooking.
That's been the
wife
lovely
will love
thing,
that
actually.
part.
She does. But that's one of the things that's lovely actually about it, is the fact that the family. We're obviously on social media and stuff, and people following us and all the family have sort of come together. But I've got like third cousins who are messaging me on Instagram going, I remember that recipe when I was younger, blah blah blah. And my mum like sent me a message, you brought the family together, and it's a lovely thing, you know. You go,
really proud moments.
It is. It's magical when you do. And we've done some stuff. We've done just after the Channel 4 show. The guys at Rockin' Halls went to one of their big charity events, the Best of British charity lunches they do. And Ryan, the CEO, said, the food things go really well. He said, why don't you guys do something like, if you're up for it, like,
what you guys cook to supply, like?
Well, he said, like, just as an auction prize. He said, like, you could go and cook, like, doing it in house thing. I was like, yeah, okay. So we ended up, and I got up and on stage and told me story about Luca and why I do stuff for Rockin' Halls, which was, but yeah, and unbelievably, we raised nearly $4,500.
Wow.
We said we'd do like for 8 people. We cooked for 8 people.
Yeah.
And like good friends of ours at Blanche House, which is just around the corner from here, I think. They let us have the hotel and a private dining area. Another friend of mine from Top Shelf Wines, he'd come and done a wine tasting and stuff like that. So yeah, we ended up. We've got one coming up in March, and then there's another one coming up later in the year. But because we ended up doing 2, because you know, it's like there was 2 guys bidding $2.5 or $2 grand each or whatever it was, and I was like, we'll just do. If they both want to pay out, I'll do 2 of them. And we ended up just over $4 grand, which is amazing. I was quite overwhelmed by it.
That's huge. It really is massive success.
Yeah, it was great. So I've just got to cook for them now. But again, I love it. To me and my uncle and my mum will come down, and we'll go to Blanche House, and we'll just cook up our family recipes and
set all the cameras up.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Record it.
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
Ideal.
So it's strange actually, because I love both the businesses. Like obviously SBT and Furnables are my main thing, but you got that on the side that it's a passion project. That
definitely,
really sort of you go, God, maybe got something.
It doesn't feel like work, and it just sounds like it's got legs, and it just hits that hockey stick growth one day where someone sees it or someone.
You never know.
You've got on the TV show as well.
That's it. Yeah, we've done the Channel 4 thing. I think that that maybe helped a little bit, and it's been good. We've had some really exciting conversations. Like we had, we're speaking at the moment with Wren Kitchens, who are potentially looking at maybe getting involved. We had an email back from Waitrose saying that they really like the brand, and you're like, wow, maybe who knows what's going to happen with West.
So when you say the brand, what is?
So we call the company we set up called the company called Dasaki. Okay. So Dasaki means forest in Greek.
Yeah.
So the story behind it is that my family are from a village in Cyprus called Akna, which is in Famagusta.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I've been to Cyprus many times.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's where. So it's in Famagusta. It's in no man's land now. Our actual village. But so the story behind it is my great grandfather, him and his friends planted the forest outside Akna years ago, and then when obviously. During the war and the invasion and stuff, when all the families left, they hid in the forest. Right, and there's a village now called Dasaki Akna, which is and so it just I don't know, it just felt right, and I like the name of what it means, because with any brand it's all about a story. I feel
the story is everything. Yeah,
I feel like we've got a good story to tell, and this so that's where the sort of brands and in my head I was thinking, I could build a food brand, and I'm like, like I said, products and our famous tomato sauce, maybe get that going. Who knows? But yeah, it's like I say that it's when we do the filming for the YouTube channel, it's just it's such a laugh. Like me and my uncle, we started. 9 o'clock in the morning, probably have a little glass of wine while we're cooking, and then by the end of the day, the videos at the end are probably a bit funnier as we've had a few wines.
Well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, and it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't feel like work. It's just, it's a good bit of fun, and I love it.
Get all the family involved.
Yeah, that's it, and it's most important, isn't it? Family.
Definitely, it really is.
Them, so.
What is the channel?
So it's just Dasaki, so Dasaki. Just search it on YouTube. We've got a website, dasaki.co.uk. We've got our own little food tube channel. So food tube, yeah. So all of our recipes are on there. All of the videos we've shot are on there, and then obviously you search for us on social media as well, and they're all on there. So
all over Instagram, I can imagine, with the pictures.
Yeah, absolutely. Instagram daily posting what I'm cooking up. And Facebook and Twitter and everything. Yeah, but Instagram's brilliant for that.
Yeah, definitely. So visual.
It's great. And IGTV as well has been, I think.
What been doing the lives?
Yeah. It's been popular as well. And just trying to create a bit more of an audience. And I think like I said, I promised my mum we'd do it. So either way, I'm going to bring out our family cookbook, whether I'll get a copy for me and my mum and that's it, or we create a bit of an audience and we end up selling a few. Then great, but either way, my mum's going to get a cookbook.
She was happy with
Christmas
that.
or 2 times. So we'll see.
Oh, that's brilliant. And going back to what you said about getting on Channel 4, how did that come about?
It was bizarre, really. Like I had a friend of mine who I went to junior school with.
Okay.
Still friends. I'm still friends with a few people from back in Essex. And he contacted me and was like, knows I love cooking and whatever. And he was like, Sam, he said, I've seen this Channel 4 show. Do you fancy going on it? He's got to do this. And I was like, and he said it to me, and I was like, this sounds great. I said, yeah, I do want to do it. I said, just not with you, mate. I'm going to do it with my uncle. Because me and my uncle were already talking about doing some stuff. And I was going, I'm going to do it with my uncle. And he was like, oh, yeah. So, me and my uncle just auditioned, done like a FaceTime audition, and they loved us. And they was like, look, because it's strange, my uncle's, because I turned 40 last year, he turned 60. We've been great mates for years. Like, growing up, he was like call Uncle George because he was an actor for 30 years.
Yeah?
So he'd been in loads of stuff like TV, film.
What, in the UK or like Cyprus, Greece?
No, mainly in the UK. Yeah, he'd done some stuff in the States. Always little roles here and there, but like you sometimes wouldn't tell us, and you'd be sitting there with my mum when I was younger, and it's Uncle George on the telly. And you're like, but it was the funniest thing when we done this. We went round to do this audition on the FaceTime, and he was he said he's pacing up and down. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. He's pacing up. He's like, yeah. He said, I'm a bit nervous, and I went, nervous. You must have auditioned a million times. He went, yeah, but I've got to be myself now. And I was, do you want a glass of wine? I went, half 10 in the morning. And he's we sat down. As soon as he's on the camera, that's it. He's in the zone, and he was brilliant. And not even on the TV show, he's such a great character, and I love him to bits. And he's brilliant, and I hope that sort of comes across. Like when you're watching the YouTube stuff, and everyone give feedback, and when they saw the TV show, they was like, you guys should have won, and which is obviously people are going to say that to me probably, but they was like, but the dynamic between us is quite nice, and even we had a chat and a catch up recently with the owner of Free the TV, who basically done the show, because he said, he goes, look, you guys were great, come up, have a chat, and we're talking about maybe seeing if there's something we can do, and who knows, like I said, all these little things, and you just think some right person, right time sees it, and we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, it's great fun. I love doing it. So, yeah, and then we managed to get on it, and like I said, we went up, done 2 days filming in London, and that was it. And then it was aired in September last year, so which was great.
Yeah, that's ideal. And you've got the clip, you've got the copy to use.
Yeah,
now
we've got of course. Yeah, it's on the Instagram stuff, and where we post it out, and we've got some stuff on the website as well. And it was great. It was like I say, it was a great experience, and one of them tick box moments.
Definitely, yeah.
And although it was terrible. They ask you the questions like you do. I'm thinking I'm quite a level-headed bloke, and I was having a bit of banter and stuff. But you're filming for 2 days solid, and right at the end, the guy got me. He was like, so we've done the interview thing, and he was right at the end. He went, so you he said, so done all this at the start. You said you was doing this for your mum, and do you think she'd be proud of you? And I just went and I was
really?
like, I think my mum would be proud. Oh God, kiss me uncle on the head, and I was like, that was it. And then they cut. So yeah.
Did they use those bits?
Yeah, they did use a little bit of that, so which is not. I suppose it makes it a bit
the
more
real
personable.
bits. People can connect with you on a deeper level, like instantly.
I was trying to be a bit of a geezer, and I certainly was not. I was the opposite. I was like blubbering away, but yeah, it was.
It's probably those moments that got you the audience, though, the following and the leverage and other stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you are. People, I suppose, if it's authentic and real, I
that's
suppose
it.
I guess that's what you hope to try and be as much as you can, I suppose. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, it's one of my passions. I do love it. Like I say, watch your space. We'll see where this goes.
Oh, definitely. I'll be looking out for that. Yeah, it'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Cool.
So all the social platforms that you're on,
yeah.
we've just started to do some testing on a different platform that you must have heard of.
Yeah,
and it's been working fantastic. Literally just in a few days. TikTok.
Yes, I have heard of it.
You heard about TikTok?
Yeah. I've heard of it. Yeah.
What do you think of it, first of all, when someone says, "Are you on TikTok for business?"
I'm not on TikTok for business, but certainly I've heard of it and don't know enough about it at the minute, if I'm being honest. To look, but yeah, I've heard of it. So
we've just been testing it from last year because again, we've just recently. Well, this podcast has been going about 11 months or so now.
Cool.
And then when you're late to the party on Instagram and late to the party on Facebook, etc., because the organic reach is so low now, it's very difficult to get over like 10 views or 100 subscribers. Very difficult. You've got to be doing outrageous things or have a serious connection. So it's been difficult, but it still needs to be there on all those platforms.
Of course.
So we've just been looking from last year at where the emerging trends are, and this app TikTok used to be Musical.ly, which is just for kids. They used to film their little 15-second video clips with music playing, chart music, trendy music, and then just goes in this app, and then other kids like it and do a dance and things like that. So I've been following lots of business people from America, some big companies with 1,000 employees, run media agencies, and they've been going all in on this since about the summer last year. And I was thinking, what is this TikTok thing? And my kids are all saying, my daughter's 14. She's like, I used to be on Musical.ly, but that's just for 11-year-old kids now. That's cringy. I'm thinking, okay, but then these business people were saying they've had the most amount of reach. It's like when Instagram started, Facebook in 2011, and all of these things. Okay. And we're like, hold on a minute, let's have a look. So we created these campaigns just like burner handles, not yourself filming things, just to see what works. We did this last year. Created a little account for my son, and he got, just for gaming, he got something like 6,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. Okay. And he had something like 28,000 plays. You have to play the video, just 15-second clips. And I thought there's definitely something here. Listening to more of the tactics and tips from the business people again and this media agency. Opened a campaign end of last year, December, just put 2 videos so we're there from 2019. Yesterday, we've done nothing else on there. Nothing else at all apart from 2 little videos that had one had 100 plays, the other had probably about 80 plays, that was it. 6 subscribers. Just so it was on there as a benchmark from 2019. Been doing more research on it just for business. Everyone is saying it's for kids, forget that crap. They just don't understand. And then yesterday filmed 3 60-second videos just about business, just entrepreneurship, what we're doing. Posted them, and yesterday the 3 of them had about 100 views, and I was like happy because it's in one night or a few hours. The last time I looked, on 4,500 plays.
Blimey.
If I have a look in a second, Brad, open it up and have a look just to see what it's on now. Just open the phone and go to TikTok on the bottom right and see what it's at now. This is just 3 videos for entrepreneurship, business, etc.
Just 60-second
clips. Just filmed it in the back of the car last night. And I put a little title screen on there. Oh, is it going to think? That's fine. Pass it over here. Let's have a look, because we're going all in on this. On this now. So I think it'd be great for yourself.
So this is good for the food thing. Good.
Just as you came in, last time I refreshed it, it may not have gone up now. There's only 6 videos. I put those on there last night. 4,500 views. That's plays. Wow. They've watched the video. 376 likes, 160 followers. It's got 76 more notifications now. If I refresh it, it may go up more. So it was on 4.4. Let's have a quick look. It's on flight mode. It was on 4.4, but this has been ideal, and we're going all in on this. Right, so now let's have a little look. If it refreshes, is he going to refresh? It's been on flight mode sitting over there. I think you have to do that off. Turn it off and on. Get all these things off. Is it going to go up? Oh, it's gone to 390. Okay, so 20 more wires in here. Get rid of that. But no, look at that video. This is where we were last year. 174. Well, that was on 100. This was on 80. And because of that one, that for some reason.
Last night.
Last night. It's been there not even a day. This was about 6 o'clock last night. If I turn it down completely, just make sure it doesn't come on. Just get rid of that. Yeah, just sitting in the back of the car outside Malmaison. Just finished work. Just giving them some tips about one thing that we do, helping landlords increase their rent, basically increase their profit. So it's just a little video with some music that you put on the background, because they've got the rights to all of the artists for like 10 to 60 seconds, a little clip.
Wow.
And so that plays, and that's how it started musically. And the organic reach, because it's a new app, it's got 800 million users already.
Blimey.
So all I'm saying is,
get on that platform.
whatever you're doing, just have a little test on there and put some things on. But look, that was since last night. 4,500 people have played it.
And does it, so from that, if you was to do a 60-second video, would it then at the end you could link it through to like that? So how Instagram, how IGTV works, I suppose you have a little 60-second video, don't you? When you put on your preview and then it says watch the rest of the video and it goes through to something else. Is that something you can do?
That's exactly what we're doing, using it as micro content. And 2 days ago the app just did a change, or it's been developed, and for the first time now you can have a link. 2 or 3 days ago it was launched from TikTok head office that you can now put a link in your bio. So you can put the hashtags and you can put a link in your bio, and we're just saying at the end, just pushing people to the podcast. This is just 60 seconds of the full 45-minute episode. So click the link, visit the podcast, listen to the full episode.
I'm all over that.
That's what I mean. Just check it out, because it's like getting the first mover advantage. So everybody that we're seeing and working with, if they haven't got a TikTok strategy now, it's like it's free. It doesn't cost anything. And that is where it's had this hockey stick growth in the last 2 years. They've been offered hundreds of million or billions to buy it. They've said no from the big guys.
Really?
One Chinese guy owns it apparently. One Chinese guy.
That's incredible. I'll definitely check that out.
And it's just aged up so fast. People are like, it's 11 to 14-year-old girls just dancing. There's lots of that cringy stuff on there. But the business things, all the celebrities are on there now, and they're getting massive branding for free, massive reach while you can.
Blimey. Okay. That's very interesting. I'll be all over that.
I'll be interested to see when you guys get on there.
TikTok and
because it's visual, it's video, and all the hashtags and everything else.
I'm thinking for us, so we go to our league nights. We have people there constantly, and I have league organisers at every event. Take little videos that we post on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. But something like that would be ideal. Take a little 60-second video, bang, and just post it on there, and action from the nights, and then
definitely
I was in London at our Shoreditch event last week, and done a little interview with the league champions and that type of thing, bit of fun, but you sort of, that type of content could probably work quite well on there.
Definitely. It's the only app that also lets you share from that app to the other apps. So this one is saying, this is what social is all about. And that's why it's grown so fast. And it's nothing like how some people are on Instagram, hiring a jet, pretending it's theirs, and filming a music video in it, and hiring a phantom Rolls Royce to pull up. It's none of that. This is just like, it's for creators, it's for creative people in any industry. There's people on there with, I don't know, problems and difficult challenges in their life and anxiety, and they're just being open and honest. And that's why it's what social wants, and that's why it's got that hockey stick growth so fast.
That's incredible. Like I said, it's something I'm aware of, but not really looked. I suppose just not really looked into it as much, not knowing enough about it. But certainly, I certainly will now.
Definitely. No, I'd love to see that as well. See how that takes off. But because of the demographic, it's like 14 to 30-year-olds, and they're the ones who share the most.
Of course.
Things that you're doing with the food.
Things
that you're doing with the obviously on the football pitches and everybody else on there, and getting into the football grounds and the networking. I think it'd be fantastic.
Mate. I'll let you know how it goes.
I don't get commission, by the way,
no,
from TikTok. But when I find something that I like, that you can see works, and it's like, not really the hack, it's like the emerging trend. You have to get in there first. That's how all these people got established. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, by just getting in there first. There's people on there now that are on TV just from dancing. One girl danced for 90 days in a row. She just danced and filmed 15 to 60 seconds every day for 90 days. She was on that, what's her name, Ellen DeGeneres show? Yeah, she got on there, Serati, the other day, because she's so big on there just with likes and followers. In that short space of time, she's now been interviewing all the TV shows and the talk shows in America, and now she's there, and so many people are making it, like when the YouTubers, when it first started, it first blew up.
YouTube is, it's so difficult to get stuff. I have, we've obviously got a YouTube channel for the food, and it's strange because I looked at some stuff that I think our stuff is quite. We feel had it professionally filmed. I'm really proud of it. It looks great. Edited really well. So the actual videos, I personally, I think they look really great. Very like the Jamie Oliver type stuff. That's the type of thing we wanted to try and get to, which I think we've sort of achieved around that. But you see people on there who have not nowhere near, like just doing it with an iPad or something, and they've got like so many million views.
I know, and it's working. Like, how do they get that?
It's just trying to work out, because like you said, you feel that you've got something right, and you can have the best content in the world if you're not sure how to get it out there.
That's the thing.
But you're right.
That's just another channel to distribute and exhaust it while you can, get in early. And like I was saying, this one, Brad, do you want the camera back so you can use it? This one, what it allows you to do is it's the only one that allows you to share directly on there to all of the other platforms.
So all the others, every others.
You can share straight to Instagram from there. So record it and edit it and share. It's just got the branding on there, but it enables you to post instantly from that platform.
Amazing.
All the other ones don't let you do that. You have to go to a Hootsuite or something else because they're like, they want to keep you here. This one is different, and that's why they're a massive threat.
Wow, mate. I appreciate that. I'm definitely checking that out.
That's fine, no problem. So anybody who hasn't done networking before, or they've been networking, they just feel they haven't got enough out of it, or they have anxiety, what would you say to those people for why they should literally try something different, which is
just
firm balls?
It is, networking is it's one of them things you've got as a business owner, or when you're in a business and you employ people, you've got to be out. You've got to be out and be seen and trying to create new opportunities. And I think we're trying to take with Fernballs. We're trying to take away that, like you say, the stuffiness of some of the networking events where you can just come along, you can do things in a bit of a fun environment. Enjoy it, which is important, obviously, but just give people an opportunity in a relaxed environment to meet. I mean, sport is such a great way to break barriers. I mean, our first conversation today was, you support and you know what I mean, automatically, and we can go into probably any pub in the world and you could go and sit next to someone you don't know and just, you haven't anything in common with them, but you can, who do you support, mate? And you football fan, brilliant, and all. So it's such a powerful tool, sport, and I think when you relate it then to business, I mean, most of my business connections come initially from the football club. Even when I had the salon, like, used to have people come in, like the first team used to come in the salon, because I knew that there was just a powerful angle there of linking football and business together at that stage. So I think with Fernballs, you can come to our events, come and give them a go. If you want to come and have it, we do offer a free trial for football. Same with pool and with golf. Just come and give it a go and see if you like it. You'll guarantee you'll meet some great business people in a really relaxed environment. Have a bit of fun as well while you're doing it.
Yeah, that's ideal. Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show as well and taking time out of your day, and appreciate the things that you've said as well, and just sharing some of those important things and life-changing things that happened in your personal life. I really appreciate that. So
thanks.
It's been great. It's been great having you on. It really has.
Thanks a lot, top man.
I'd love to hear about, obviously, if you do get on TikTok and what happens. And
I'll be all over it by the end of the week. Don't worry.
Brilliant. Hey podcasters, I really appreciate every single one of you listening to my show. And I guess you're getting value from it, which is why you're listening in the first place. So please, please, please do share this podcast, share this show with anybody that you think will benefit from listening to my content. Now, because I understand the value of shouting you out or shouting your company out or even putting you on the show, if you subscribe, leave a 5-star review, I will shout you out or your business on the next show.